What's going on, everyone? It is August 16th, and that means that it is National Roller Coaster Day. I'm here at Cedar Point knocking out two things at one time. I'm knocking out a solo vlog, which the past couple years I've done at least one solo vlog because Milo is not here as he usually is. He's off camping. He's off doing his own thing. So I figured I would come out, and it's, like I said, National Roller Coaster Day. So get a vlog at a park for National Roller Coaster Day. It seems appropriate, to me at least. First of all, before I even get into this, why don't you guys watching this video on today, Tuesday or Wednesday, August 16th, did you guys get out to any parks? Did you guys ride any rides for National Roller Coaster Day? If you did, let me know which parks you got into today, and leave that all down in the comments. Would love to hear how your National Roller Coaster Day went. So a little bit of history about it, if you're not familiar with why August 16th is National Roller Coaster Day. There is some confusion. Some people think that it's National Roller Coaster Day because they think the patent for the first roller coaster was granted today. But it wasn't the first roller coaster, it was the first vertical loop roller coaster. The first patent for a roller coaster was in like January. It was in the middle of winter. So wouldn't be a great day for National Roller Coaster Day because only a handful of parks around the country would be open to celebrate it. So it makes sense that it's in August. Today is normally the day that a lot of parks will announce new roller coasters, stuff like that. But today, no real announcement. Cedar Point already made their announcement. Six Flags Over Georgia has an announcement coming up this Saturday. So it's not really a huge announcement day for roller coasters, but I guess it's just a good day to come out and enjoy one of our favorite hobbies that we all share. If you're watching this video, I assume that you share the same enjoyment of roller coasters I do. So let's see what I can get done today, and let's see how this day goes. National Roller Coaster Day. I'm gonna start out with not a roller coaster. I'm gonna start out with a good old Huss Frisbee. Okay, I was thinking maybe my first roller coaster of Roller Coaster Day would be the huge, amazing Wild Mouse, but that's got quite the line. That's actually a longer line than I've seen for it in quite a few weeks. At the beginning of the year, this thing got crazy long lines, but then it kind of died down recently. But now that's one of the longer lines I've seen in quite a while. So Wild Mouse, I will not be visiting you today. I was spinning around. Could have been Gatekeeper, I guess, but I don't know. I always ride Gatekeeper first. I don't think I'm gonna be riding a ton today. So one of the reasons I like to do solo vlogs on occasion is because I think it really helps people out, because I think a lot of people that really love riding roller coasters don't always have friends or family or whoever that also enjoy riding roller coasters. So a lot of people have to either come by themselves or just like find people through like coaster clubs or something like that. But I just feel like showing myself here for like a solo trip, I feel like it kind of maybe gives people like some confidence that, hey, you know what, it's not so bad. It's actually kind of relaxing and enjoyable. Because I tell you, I would rather be here by myself than with like a huge group of people, because huge groups are like no good, because then you always have to find out what everyone wants to do, and everyone's thinking about going different directions, and then some people want to eat when other people don't. When you're by yourself, it's all you. Iron Dragon's down. That's no good. All the nerds broke it trying to ride it too much so they could see all the construction and areas back by Top Thrill Dragster. So Iron Dragon became one of the most popular rides at the park amongst enthusiasts. But not today. It's down at the moment. Not sure if it's been up at all today, because I'm just getting here. It's like, I don't know, 1 o'clock or something. The stage is empty. because I think most of the shows are for the year are done now. Yeah, they don't have the signage up anymore, so everything like Summerbration and all that, I think, is done for the year. So what they'll probably start doing is tearing all that set down so they can put up everything that has to do with the Halloween show. So they're probably going to begin tearing that out probably in the next couple days or so. So Millennium's Fastlane line has been getting long as of late, which isn't good because it already has such like an annoying merge point. But let's make this the first ride of the day. It says about a half an hour, which I believe, because when you get to the bottom of the ramp down there, it's about a 15 or so minute wait, as long as they're running all 3 trains, which I'm pretty sure they would be running all 3 trains today. I don't see any up there on the transfer track. So this should move relatively quickly, I guess. So I have a theory about why some people say that Millennium Force doesn't give airtime or anything. I feel like it's because the older Intamin trains are more like traditional trains and a little bit more restrictive, like with your feet. Where like a B&M, their trains are open and you can put your feet out, and like it just kind of feels a little bit more free and open. Plus there's not a ton of moments. Like you only get like 2 real moments of airtime. So you know it's getting later in the season when Thunder Canyon closes down for the year. The last operating day for Thunder Canyon was, I don't know, a couple days ago, I can't remember. Snake River Falls is still open. But the reason they close down Thunder Canyon so early is because they have to start preparing for Cornstalkers, which is an outdoor haunt that goes through the, like you walk through all the path that you normally ride the raft through on Thunder Canyon. But if you want your water ride fix, Snake River Falls is open until Labor Day. Look at all those people having fun on Skyhawk. I don't know what kind of people wouldn't like Skyhawk. Such a fun ride. Fastlane for Maverick is long, like it's been for quite a while this year. Maverick is complete. Now back to Steel Vengeance. Steel Vengeance would be such a perfect re-rideable ride. It's back in the park, kind of away from most everything else, all by its lonesome. And it's like such a great ride, obviously. Very re-rideable. But because the Fastlane merges, yeah, today's video is all about complaining about the fast lanes, but just makes it hard to re-ride more than like one extra time or whatever. Well, let's get in the ride and see how Steel Vengeance is running today. Today's kind of like a quiet solo day because a lot of times in line you end up talking to people, and it's like been very few and far between as far as conversations go in line. Someone had a Velocicoaster shirt on, and I'm wearing a Pantheon shirt, and they're like, "Oh, where's Pantheon at?" And so I told them Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and then that was in line for Steel Vengeance, and then we didn't really say much to each other, and then we both got back in line and ended up right by each other again. And they're like, "Oh, well, you're right back by each other." So then they became a little bit more chit-chatty and started talking a little bit more. But yeah, it's been kind of a quiet day. So a lot of times if you do come by yourself, you'll end up just kind of blabbing in line to other coaster people, other coaster fans, and makes the day go by a little faster. But like I said, not many of the big coaster fans here today that like, usually when you see each other wearing like coaster shirts, it like is like a big like calling card to be like, "Oh, hey, come talk to me about roller coasters." Cares about Dragster, well, 2 I should say, since the announcement, but they have been adding a lot more track, and they got the catwalks along the side, and so this is going to show everywhere that is going to have the LSMs. So all the way down here, and they all have the little electrical boxes for LSMs. So it's going to be quite the distance. I'm pointing over there like you can see anything except for trees and that. But a lot of the track is done. Not too much. We just got to wait for the station to get complete so they can add all the turnaround into the station and the switch track. And then obviously the big spike that's going to be right there. Good to see Iron Dragon got back open. I mean, figured it would, but Valraven, don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know how much more I'm going to do today. I didn't really come out to make this like a full day or anything like that. Just kind of came out because it's National Roller Coaster Day. And I felt like I had to ride some stuff on National Roller Coaster Day, or it wouldn't be much of a National Roller Coaster Day for me. I think I might ride Blue Streak, I guess. One of my favorite rides in the park. If you watched our video all about which rows to sit in on each ride, you'll know that row 11 is the perfect row to sit in here on Blue Streak. You're off the wheel and you're in the back, so you get crazy ejector airtime. Anyone that says this ride is rough must only ever sit on a wheel seat, because that's the only time that this ride is really ever rough. They got outside Jack Aldridge Theater all set up. They have a nice little photo op with a bench at Hollow Weekend, Cedar Point. But one thing we've been seeing around the park is these things that talking about Hollow Weekends, and they specify 5 indoor haunted mazes, which that's normal. And then they talked about 5 outdoor scare zones. So that means that they're getting rid of one of them, because there was 6 before. So they moved Blood on the Bayou over to Forbidden Frontier a couple years ago. So I guess it's kind of safe to assume that that's the one that's going to be going bye-byes, I assume. I mean, could be wrong, but that would make the most sense since Forbidden Frontier is closed down for the entire year. All right, that is it for the video today. Nice little quick solo vlog on Roller Coaster Day. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go down, like the video. It helps us so much. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Helps us out oh so much. And then down in the description, there's a link to a channel membership page. You can go down there and subscribe and get all sorts of exclusive content. Exclusive pictures, polls. We're trying to find new stuff to do for our members. So if you join, You can feel free to give any sort of suggestion that you want, anything that you think would be good benefit for channel members. And it helps the channel oh so much. It helps us do all sorts of stuff and keeps us able to make all sorts of content that you guys seem to enjoy so much. So thank you for doing that to our channel members like these people right here. You guys really support the channel more than we can even express. So that is it from Cedar Point, the roller coaster capital. They call it the capital of the world, but they didn't do any sort of event for today for roller coaster, National Roller Coaster Day. So I call Cedar Point today the roller coaster lowercase of the world. Yes, that's right. Instead of capital, it's lowercase. Get it? That's funny. If you guys thought that was funny, go down and leave a like and subscribe and do all that stuff. So anyway, that's it for the video. We'll see you guys right here next time on Beach Cliff Studios.